gameplay footage for Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2, Borderlands 3, the reveal of Evil Genius 2, Starmancer, Last Oasis, 2 new games from Coffee Stain Studios, Griftlands, Planet Zoo, What's Next for Terraria, Remnant from the Ashes, Mosaic, Warframe, Baldur's Gate 3, Shenmue 3, the reveal of Unexplored 2, El Hijo, Age of Wonders, Planetfall, and more. And now your PC Gaming Show hosts, Day 9 and Frankie Ward.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PC Gaming Show. Yeah, yes. We're so happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got 30 games that we're going to be showing off. 30. Some of them will be updates to existing franchises and titles. Others will be exclusive world-first looks. Y'all ready? Well, I first want to thank our sponsors for helping make this event possible. Without their support, this event would not happen each year. So thank you so much. Thanks to you for coming out. It's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles. Happy Monday, everyone. Best day of the week. Hello to all of you up in the balcony. And of course, thanks to you tuning in live from all over the internet, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're tuning in from, welcome. We're happy to have you. My name is Day 9. I'm one of your hosts for this event. Joining me is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sean. Hello, everyone. Now, for you guys at home, for the first time, whatever platform you're watching on, we are going to be pulling your clever comments. Just remember that, I said clever comments from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook throughout the show, making you famous on the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live. And one of the things we're especially looking for are your questions for the Borderlands 3 team, because Sean, you've got a mission to put their questions to the developers later.
That's right. Midway through this show, I'm going to be asking those questions to the creative director of Borderlands 3. Use hashtag PC Gaming Show, and we'll read them live. Until then, let's start the PC Gaming Show with our very first title from UK developer Rebellion. Several years ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up to Evil Genius, a real-time evil layer simulator.
And now, Rebellion is ready to reveal its nefarious vision for the project. So, PC Gaming Show, who's ready to stroke a cat menacingly? Here is the world exclusive reveal for Evil Genius 2 World Domination. Bloodlines 2 is the successor to one of the most beloved RPGs ever. And with me to talk about it, I have Brian Mitsoda and Cara Ellison from Hardsuit Labs. Now, Brian, you were a writer on the very first game, so what does it mean for you to finally get to work on the sequel?
It means that a lot of people have very high expectations, and we have to meet those.
Well, let's take a look at whether you are going to meet them, because we are going to take a look at the world's first gameplay footage.
I guess I have to be the one to tell you. You're dead. You're obviously new to this whole existence, but truth is, most of you types won't even make it a whole year. We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
The city. We're all fighting over scraps here.
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
Guys, what does it mean to be a vampire in this world?
So in Empire, what it is, it's kind of a darker version of our world, and the vampires kind of need to keep their presence secret from humanity. So the vampires are kind of staying hidden in the shadows while also needing to feed on human beings and kind of manipulating us in order to get blood.
We're talking about feeding on human beings. I'm getting flashbacks to last year's show. Cara, it's not just a case, though, of sucking blood and filling up your health meter, is it? Actually, different types of blood do different things.
That's right. So we have the resonance system, which means that essentially vampires can kind of see the emotional resonance of human beings, like fear or desire, and then they can feed on those people to like feel the same things as human beings do, to feel more kind of alive. And that can give you like extra boosts in the game.
And there were some really interesting characters in that trailer as well. What kind of relationships are we going to be forming with them as the player?
Well, very fragile, very volatile relationships, very mature relationships, so it's going to be a fun time.
And one thing that was really intriguing to me when I was learning about this game is you don't just get bitten and turn into Nosferatu, Dracula, or Brad Pitt. And to be honest, I think you should maybe put Brad Pitt into the game, because then I'm definitely playing it. You actually have to adjust to your environment to becoming a vampire, Clara.
That's right. So essentially, in the game, when you were made as a vampire, sort of very young vampire, a lot of other vampires are made at the same time in this thing called the mass embrace. And that means that essentially they're having a less lucky time than you in the world. You're having a relatively good time compared to them because they don't know what they're doing. They're going through vampire puberty on their own, and you might have a family, you might have, say, a wife and children, and you are morally objecting to drinking blood to survive. And so you might have a less good time, let's say, than the player is having. So you can find them throughout the world as well.
And Brian, the first game came out in 2004. You've been waiting 15 years for this. Any pressure?
Yeah, tons of pressure. But yeah, we're going to make it worth it.
Well, you know what? I think there are people around the world watching this, and of course the audience here, and they all can't wait to play this game. Can you wait, guys? There you go. So I think you've convinced everyone here now. When are we going to be able to play the game?
We're going Q1 next year.
Fantastic. And when can we learn more?
Bloodlines2.com.
Thank you so much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys. Thank you so much. Now, have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space? Starmancer is a space station sim from Ominux Games and Chucklefish. After a catastrophe on Earth, humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars. Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components, controlling colonists, and sending out crews to mine asteroids. But when you're living in space, there can be big consequences for even the smallest mistakes. Let's take a look at the brand new gameplay for Starmancer.
next guests both started as modders, and now they each independently run their own studio. Let's welcome to the stage, from Tripwire, John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
Hey, Sean.
Now I understand. Both of you started as modders, working independently, running your own studios. Talk to me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve. So we've known the Torn Banner guys for a long time, even giving them some advice when they were modders, going commercial, helping them not make the mistakes that we made. And we've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent, former mod team, professional super group to get an awesome game out to fans.
Yeah, and for us, this is a dream partnership as well. We've always been really close with Tripwire, and we really respect their games. We see them as one of the few studios that's bringing true innovation to the FPS genre, and that's what we're all about as well.
Well, let's take a look at this upcoming collaboration between Torn Banner and Tripwire.
You go first. It's your chicken. Follow me to battle! For the order! Kill them! Kill them! I'm unarmed!
Oh, talk to me about Chivalry 2, Steve.
Well, Chivalry 2 is about bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes. And our flagship game mode, Team Objective, does that by having players complete medieval objectives like sieging castles, raiding villages, and
Yeah, you're not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up. You're, like you said, burning houses, killing peasants, you know,
yeah.
playing as peasants, getting killed.
It's really about letting the player experience every iconic moment of the era. And on top of that, this time around, we've increased the player count scale to about 2.5 times what the previous game was, the 64 players. And on top of that increased scale, we've added horses, which really allows us to add a lot of drama to the game and bring experiences like the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards is going to be in the game.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask about the swordplay element to Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat, movement, and animation systems so that every swing, every action of the combat feels readable and fair.
Te quedaste pegado tú ahí.
And the weight that you would expect when two medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
Yeah,
ahora sí. Ahora me di cuenta porque estaba bajo el volumen del micrófono.
¿Por qué?
¿Cómo? Estaba al mínimo el volumen del micrófono.
Ah, por eso.
It was what I really enjoy when I'm playing it.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about the
Bueno, le damos
fluidity,
nuevamente la
because a lot of
bienvenida a
melee
todas las
combat
personas que
games,
nos
you hit
están
a button,
acompañando el
there's
día
like
de hoy.
full animation
Hola.
swing, and then you sort of
Twitch
reset.
y
So it's kind of
YouTube.
these discrete,
Estamos-
chunky times. I understand that in Chivalry 2, the
Ahora
swordplay
sí,
operates
Javi, rueda y
differently.
rueda. Ahora
we
sí
kind
nos
of think of it
escuchamos.
like when
Sí,
you're
sí, sí.
swimming, where you're kind of
Gracias.
constantly using both
Gracias por
arms at the same
acompañarnos.
time. And
Yeah.
a core
Estamos
part of our
comentando,
focus this
bueno,
time around is making it so
repito
that players can
nuevamente,
fight multiple
estábamos
opponents at the
viendo
same time.
Like one on three,
Vampire
one
the
on four
Masquerade,
Exactly,
Bloodline
because
2,
that's fundamentally
que
part
estará
of the
disponible para el
becoming
primer,
the ultimate warrior
primeros 3
fantasy
meses del
and,
mes
achieving
del año
glory on the
2020.
battlefield.
Well, I mean, I do have to
Ahora el
ask,
juego que
we're
estamos
talking
viendo
about
recién
swordplay and
está
mastery,
disponible
but
desde el próximo año, pero no
the original Chivalry,
especificaron
I mean, it's kind of like silly
un mes
fun.
específico.
Like, how do you balance the mastery with the
Y el
fun
primer juego
element?
se me olvidó
Yeah, our
cómo se
goal has
llamaba.
always been to make it so
También
that players
disponible
can
para el
take the
próximo
game as
año.
seriously
Me llama la
as they want
atención
to
que
and
no han
also as silly
anunciado
as they
nada
want to.
como disponible ahora.
We know that
A
probably about
diferencia
half
de las
our audience plays
transmisiones
the game
anteriores
drunk.
donde sí vieron algunos
And we
pequeños
love that.
lanzamientos
At
disponibles.
least half.
Yeah.
That's an important metric to track.
And the game has a huge influence from Monty Python as well. I mean, in the over-the-top over-the-top voiceovers and the role-playing opportunities. I mean, the game is genuinely hilarious. As an example, you can beat a man with a chicken while quoting Shakespeare.
No hay problema.
Like picking up a chicken as a
Yeah,
weapon,
physically
that's a
clubbing
mechanic.
him to death with
Well,
a
that's excellent. Well, I mean, I have to ask, when can people get their hands on Chivalry 2?
So Chivalry 2 is coming out early 2020, and it's coming first to the Epic Games Store.
Oh, look forward to checking it out
Entonces,
early
ponerlo en
2020. Gentlemen, John
Chivalry
Gibson and
ahí
Steve
está.
Piggott with Chivalry 2. Thank you so
Chivalry
much.
2 es disponible en los primeros
We are
meses de
just
2020
getting
a
started
través
here
de
at the PC
Epic
Gaming Show.
Store.
Let's take a look at what's coming
Puedo
up.
poner
O sea,
cómoda.
sí, acomódese nomás.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show.
No me veo muy lejos.
La voy a acercar un poquitito
Coming
más.
up. Build a world for wildlife in Planet Zoo.
Planet Zoo, que ayer se estuvo
From the
mostrando el
creators
tráiler
of
un poco.
Darksiders, Remnant from the Ashes, Baldur's Gate 3.
Ahí
and
está
more
Baldur's Gate 3,
trailers,
que ya también se
interviews,
mostró un
and
tráiler.
gameplay footage.
Vamos a ver si es que es el mismo u otro. Y vamos a ver, interesante, por lo menos Baldur's Gate 3 ayer se veía muy bien.
Voy a apretar la zapatilla, no sé por qué me puse la zapatilla. Ay, escucha, corrí la cámara.
Sí, no importa, lo voy a apretar de acá. Listo. Mosaic 2019. Es que si te percatas, el mundo está dominado por ese juego.
Claro.
Entonces es un juego consecuencia de los Biblo.
La Luisita comunica.
There's been some swords, some space stations, vampire puberty.
Jao rueda y rueda. Es muy poca la gente que juega en PC a comparación de las consolas, ¿verdad? Discrepo.
Sartios, mira. Vengo a dejar mi saludo y que tengan un buen día, Lisette y tío Mod. Ahora me voy a la pega y cuando Soxy la clap.
Cuídese, guachito, que le vaya muy bien.
Gracias, perdón por interrumpirte.
Cayo Neymar, me cambié a este, se escucha igual. ¿Cómo? ¿Se escucha bajo aún? ¿O para subirle más? Y comenten ahí en el chat.
¿Y qué es lo que se escucha abajo? ¿Nuestras voces? ¿El audio?
Un todo. Yo creo que hay un equilibrio entre personas que juegan en PC y los que juegan en consola. Lo que sí en PC, la gente se agrupa en juegos. Es decir, no es tan probable como en consola que puedes ver distintos jugadores en varios juegos, y en PC Gaming se centran en algunos juegos, puntualmente en los Battle Royale y en los FPS, algunos MOBA, y también tenemos que considerar algunos MMORPG que también son bastante influentes. Como que las cosas de las casas cobran vida. Como que tú eres el espíritu que está en la casa. ¿Viste? Midnight Ghost Hunt. Es como un cazafantasmas. Es como el Luigi's Mansion, pero remasterizado.
Claro.
Ya está disponible el alfa.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt is the dynamic one-man team. Creative director, programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone!
Thank you for having me.
Una persona solamente desarrolla su juego.
Please tell us what is going on in that. What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So Midnight Ghost Hunt is a multiplayer ghost hunting hide-and-seek game You can play either as ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
I see.
The ghosts can hide inside average everyday objects around the haunted house. Their goal is to look like harmless furniture,
Bueno.
but on the inside, they're not
Es
so
como la
harmless
mecánica del Left
ghosts, as you
4
saw.
Dead, pero ver 4 versus 4. Son 4 fantasmas y 4
hiding
cazafantasmas.
as a lamp to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
Exactly. So the main objective of the ghosts is to try to stay hidden as long as they can until the time runs out, until the clock strikes midnight. Midnight being kind of the hour of the ghosts, basically. They can fight back if they like, but in general, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter kind of off by himself, he can quickly just hit him in the back of the head and knock him out real quick, and he has less hunters to deal with at that point.
See. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, we've been seeing furniture flying all over the place. What are the hunters doing?
So the hunters, it kind of can be divided into 2 different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to figure out where the ghosts are hiding because it's not really obvious at first glance. So they've got gadgets like a footprint tracker, they've got like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down where in the haunted house these ghosts are hiding, basically. As soon as the first ghost is found, though, it starts getting a bit more chaotic. There's ragdolls flying everywhere, and they have that cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces. So those are kind of the 2 aspects of the ghosts.
I see. Well, talk to me a little bit about the inspiration for Midnight Ghost Hunt. I understand it's based on Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
Right. So that's definitely a big inspiration, but the big twist for us is that the props fight back. You saw the furniture, they hurl themselves at you, they knock you out, they send you flying. So
Pero como que las cosas se transforman como en humanos.
O sea, no,
Eso es como
a ver,
humanoide.
lo que explica él en la mecánica es que las personas que sean fantasmas deben permanecer, las personas que son fantasmas o que elijan ser fantasmas deben permanecer en objetos sin ser capturados hasta que se cumpla el tiempo límite, que en este caso es la medianoche. ¿Se entiende? Ahí dice que está indicando que son 4 minutos de partida, en las cuales es como un hide and seek, es decir, buscar y encontrar, donde los cazafantasmas deben localizar a estos fantasmas dentro de estos 4 minutos antes que se cumpla la medianoche, y viceversa, los que sean fantasmas deben sobrevivir estos 4 minutos sin ser capturados. Si efectivamente el equipo logra salvarse, al menos uno del equipo, el equipo fantasma gana. De lo contrario, si el equipo cazafantasmas logra atrapar a todos en el tiempo récord, gana la partida. Va a ser un multiplayer, obviamente un multiplayer online, 4 versus 4.
When can people get the chance to try out Midnight Ghost Hunt?
So we'll be running an alpha event later in the summer. You can sign up at midnightghosthunt.com. I'd also like to give a shout out to our Discord, discord.gg/midnightghosthunt. Later in the summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main website.
Well, wonderful.
Ahí nos están avisando a través de Discord, del Discord de este juego.
For our next title, we got Frankie up in the balcony, and if I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a sequel.
You do understand correctly, Sean, yes. It's a big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure, a roguelike that challenges you to fight, to be clever, and to solve its mysteries. Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
Otra exclusiva mundial. Vamos a ver. Indicaba algo de morir y morir otra vez. Así que vamos a ver de qué se trata esto. Se aplica alto esta temática de con juego indie para desarrollar esta especie de
la música.
Sí.
Ya la foto para el Instagram para compartir.
como una especie de Zelda del un Explorer 2 de Wildfire Legacy. Buen juego, se ve bonito.
One of the biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Dalcero. Welcome, Dean. What you got for us?
Today we're here to announce the new Samsung C27 RG5 curved gaming monitor.
Well, let's take a look.
Un nuevo monitor curvo. Van a presentar también un monitor curvo de Samsung de 240 Hz. Obviamente debe ser compatible con G-Sync o con G-Sync, ¿viste?
Nvidia
G-Sync. Contraste de 3000 a 1. Ahora es cuando uno se siente pobre en ver esto.
Sí. No, cuando uno le da la depresión.
Sí, la depresión.
La depresión.
Dean, we've seen the video, and I gotta start asking. Talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
So it's a 240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world first. So you have lag-free and tear-free performance. And we think that the curve, it's a 1500 R radius, is going to be a very immersive experience that you wouldn't get from a traditional flat panel.
And I wanted to ask a little bit about some of the color specs.
Sure, it's a 3000:1 contrast ratio, so you get those deeper blacks, brighter whites, and hopefully you'll see your enemies first before they see you in the dark scenes.
Yeah, and I understand it also has G-Sync. I saw that flash up on the screen as well.
First G-Sync compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Well, since this is the PC gaming show and we're showing off a huge variety of games here, what are the types of games that you would expect that 240 hertz refresh rate and the G-Sync to work well with?
Sure, so we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right. Well, of course, I have to ask.
Yo siento que ese monitor se aprovecha mucho en FPS, y en juegos de carrera.
So it expands our gaming lineup to 8
Yeah, because when you said 400, I mean that's
¿Qué fueron los que mostraron?
Wow.
Sí.
Yeah, so
Son
our gaming lineup
puntualmente los que se admirarían
from
más.
24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual QHD. Check out samsung.com/gaming240.
Lo que no mencionó y que me llamó la atención es la relación de aspecto. Si es 16:9, 16:10, 20:9. Aquí hay algunas pantallas que son un poco más extendidas hacia los costados para mantener una perspectiva un poco más amplia del espectro visual como es al ser curvo.
Stay tuned for more announcements, trailers, and never-before-seen footage, including Gearbox answers burning questions about Borderlands 3, the next game from Clay Entertainment. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole in Valfaris, and more. And now the PC Gaming Show presents What's Next from Funcom.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show for the very first time ever. And naturally, we would like to show some of the cool stuff that we've been working on. So without further ado, here are some of the games coming for 2019.
Something strange is going on all across the
30 de julio.
I don't fear nothing until now.
A lot's happened since you've been traveling, Khan. We could use your skills.
Stalkers got each other's backs, right? What happens to you happens to me.
Conan. 29 de mayo en PC, o sea, este ya está disponible.
Claro.
Oleadas y oladas y oladas de enemigos. Moons of Madness en Halloween de este año. Survivor Horror. Al parecer.
Who would have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
Voy a cerrar la puerta porque me entra aire hasta abierta la
We've been
ventana.
doing our own games
De
for
hecho, me obliga
over
porque está dando
26 years
frío.
now. But recently we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their
Y ahora más
games.
tengo que partir.
And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays.
No te vayas,
He is
chavo.
Nami,
founder
chin,
of Mighty
please.
Kingdom,
¡Oh, no!
a studio out of Australia,
¡Oli!
has been working with us
Nos
on
está
something
acompañando el día de hoy. Gracias,
a
Nami.
little different.
Thank you, Natasha.
¿Cómo está la U?
¿Cómo está la U? Cambiando clase.
No, pues acuérdate que está en la ventana entre las 1 y las 3.
Sí, pero era un chiste.
Decided that that was April Fool's joke.
No,
So,
porque después escuchan en la
yeah, we have a
transmisión
little
la
surprise
retan.
for you. Check this out.
Otra exclusiva mundial, vamos a ver qué nos trae PC Gaming. También de Funcom y Midnight Kingdom. The Best Conan Game Jet. ¿Otro Conan? ¿O el mismo Conan que estábamos viendo?
No sé.
Un juego que definitivamente no es real, pero debería serlo. Así es.
¿Qué?
Es como el mismo Conan que estábamos viendo, pero animado.
Ajá.
Me recuerda mucho a lo que era, ¿cómo se llama esta animación? Shinidan Happiness.
Se me durmió la pierna.
Uy. A Chibi Conan, ¿viste? Y
Chibi
un
Conan.
Zelda. Es un Chibi Conan Zelda.
Sí. Conan Chop Chop.
El 3 de septiembre del 2019.
So there you have it, Conan Chop Chop. It's a roguelike action-adventure game. It's very real, and it's coming to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019. We also have a playable version here at E3 at our demo room, so if you want to give stick figure Conan a try, then please don't hesitate to drop by. Thank you.
Hay una versión
Thank you
demo
so much.
allá, en los
Claro.
salones de demo de ahí. Horrible. No, escuché si leyeron mi mensaje porque se me pega acá en las Condes. Lo sabemos. Sí, leemos tu mensaje.
Oh.
Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros.
Pero
Dile a
sí.
tus amigos que te conviene internet el bueno.
Good times.
Chiquechi, te
But cheer up,
saludamos.
Sunshine. This is one of the most original looking multiplayers we've seen.
Pero está por
With
Twitch,
interesting
a lo
ideas
mejor por
underneath.
YouTube se le pega
A
menos.
player-driven
Sí,
economy
inténtalo
and
por
some
YouTube.
truly incredible death machines. Coming to early access on Steam on July 15th.
El
Let's take a
Lichi
trip to the
juega.
last oasis.
Oye, estaba cachando que no se ven las redes sociales, po. O en la otra.
En la hora está la red
En la
social.
otra. En el intermission.
En el intermission. Sí, porque no tenía más espacio para poner más cosas dentro del espacio en pantalla.
Dijo ya. La Nami.
Nami.
Me dio hambre. Qué rabia.
Voy a comprar antes de irme entonces. Son 20 para las 2, así que. voy a
No me queda ni una sopita. ¿Podría comprarme una sopita?
De sobre,
De
y
sobre.
una leche rápido. Bueno, tomamos una leche con cereales por último.
Ya.
Por último compré que la vuelta nomás.
Lo malo es que no van a tener leche de crema así.
No se me pega un pique rápido al super, le aprovecho a girar.
No creo que alcance. No queda nada para comerse, todo. Nada, cositas de salmón, nada. Estamos en la pobreza absoluta. Last Oasis. Disponible en septiembre. El 3 de septiembre.
Junto con Conan entonces van a estar disponibles
Epic Games Store. Otro LOL.
I've just wondered, Planetfall. No, esto es como la mecánica del...
Mira, y yo aquí comiendo en el Papa John's y saca pica, bobo. No puede ser.
De dignes aparecer hoy si no me traes pizza.
No te dignes. Por último, una del Jovis Pizza. Nunca más se puso.
Dinosaurios con láser. Mechas. 6 de agosto.
La vecina quizás tenga pizza o no. La vecina cierra las 2. Pizzas individuales.
Tiene que girar igual, ¿no?
Pero ¿cuánto queda? Por ahí está la chauchera.
Pre-order.
Me voy a ir a ver. Que igual tenés que ir a girar, pero al menos puedes girar de otra vez.
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planetfall, a 4X strategy game. And joining me on the stage to talk about it is the game director, Leonard Sass, and principal gameplay developer, Tom Bird. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Good to be here.
Thanks.
So, Leonard, just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose or create your own faction.
Yeah.
They include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep when everything went to hell. There's scavenging cyborgs, or the Amazon bioengineers who ride dinosaurs into battle.
Yeah. You know, I want to ask, because there's a pretty broad range of strategy games. To give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you first land on the planet?
Well, each race has their own spaceship. The spaceship comes down onto the planet. The planet is where the entire game takes place. And that's the spaceship will then transform into your capital colony, where your entire empire begins, your sort of attempt to take over the world. Around you, you've got a number of sectors, and each of these sectors has a little story, well, not most of them. So maybe you'll find a genetics lab, which is still full of horrible mutant creatures, an entertainment complex overrun by horrible robot monsters, a temple with holes in the sky and horrible demons. Get you.
And I did see in the trailer dinosaurs with lasers, correct?
Dinosaurs with lasers.
Perfect.
Cats with lasers. No, sorry.
¿Qué ha pasado de bueno? Nada, pregúntala.
I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you.
Por el momento no ha habido, o sea, han habido algunas entregas que se ven prometedoras, nada así como wow.
I know that growing resource and tech is a huge part of strategy games. How does that function?
Un juego interesante que era como de fantasmas, que tú puedes ser el cazafantasmas o el fantasma, y el fantasma tiene que como que se mete como a las cosas inertes, a los objetos inertes.
Para tratar de sobrevivir a la
Claro, exactamente, interesante. Y era creo que como de una sola persona que había hecho todo, era como independiente, ¿no?
Era completamente independiente, pero...
Y luego se veía así como muy, así como, hola, yo hice el juego solito, como muy tierno así.
I love how many details you're giving me of the horrors that await on the planet.
Como un Dead by Daylight, pregúntale, ¿vale?
Sí, como un Dead by Daylight, pero en este caso un 4 versus 4. Son 4 fantasmas, 4 cazafantasmas. La partida dura 4 minutos, la intención de los fantasmas es sobrevivir sin que sean capturados, y de los cazafantasmas es
matarlos a todos, capturarlos a todos.
When you go into combat, you will zoom all the way in, and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all the pipes and all of the goops flowing around. All of your units, which you've been putting together and built, are now deployed. In turn-based combat, you can move them into cover, use their abilities, shoot laser cannons. Maybe you've chosen the Dvar, so you've got like a bunch of space dwarves in little metal suits that have big holes in the ground, like shoot from the holes. Maybe you've chosen the Kirko, sort of horrible alien monsters that run forward and slash people and puke acid on them, that kind of thing.
I mean, how long do some of these battles wind up lasting?
It depends.
Así sería yo si hago un juego y se la vale así,
2 or
hola,
3 minutes,
yo
but
hice el
at the end
juego.
of the game, you've got a massive siege with like 20 units on your side, 20 units on their side. You've got orbital cannons blasting holes in the world. And that can maybe take 30 minutes.
Well, talk to us
Ojalá
about when
la
we
vecina
can play
tenga
the game.
pizza, voy a comprar dos.
The game is due this August 6th. It's going to be available on PC, multiple platforms, consoles, and it's available for pre-order now.
Well, lovely. Hey, what's that URL?
It's aow-planetfall.com.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's less than 2 months away. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me up on the
Thank you.
stage.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you for sharing the horrors of the future. And for our next game, Frankie, I have to ask you, what year is it?
Why?
La Vale dice, creo que PC Gaming es más latero porque no son trailers seguidos, es como harta conversación, eso es verdad, como que conversan harto entre medio y después muestran algo. Pero tenemos a la Luisita Comunica. Si Luisito Comunica fuera mujer, sería como ella.
Exclusive reveal of the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
Exclusive.
Rated M for mature.
Goody. Jaja, mis pimpollos. Esa es la Vale. ¿Un juego shooter? Shooter. Me recuerda a las cinemáticas del Left 4 Dead, dice la Vale. Oh, me están llamando. ¿Aló? O si no, aquí anda la vecina nomás comprando. ¿Por dónde voy a girar, no? Ah, bueno. Ah, pero yo decía lo de las pizzas, era la otra vecina, por la de los huevos. Ah, claro. Sí, lo tenemos que... Ya. Adiós. Zombie Army. Dead War 4. Zombie Army.
Later on the PC gaming show.
No lo conocía yo.
A love letter to classic
¡Qué lindo!
JRPGs. What's next for Warframe? A surreal noir adventure set
Se parecía un poco como a la animación de Steven Universe.
Baldur's Gate 3 and more.
Qué realista. Es el que mostraron el... ¿En dónde fue que me lo mostraron? No sé si en Bethesda o en Microsoft. Zombie BTS, dice la Val. Para pedir pizza los antojé, ¿no? Si no tenemos plata para pedir pizza. Era por si compraba esas pizzas que vende la vecina, esas individuales, esas chicas de 700 pesos.
We are victims to a hatred that we do not understand. This evil will consume our world and the countless worlds beyond. Unless you rise to force of death itself. Prepare yourselves. They are here.
Hashtag Dragons. Oye, ayer que gritaban decían Dragons y ¡ah! ¡Yeah! En Bethesda, oh, qué onda. El loco parece que estaba comprado. O era así como un... ¿cómo se llama? Como un bot. Que cada vez que decían Dragons era ¡ah! Yes, yes.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Remnant from the Ashes. In that trailer, we got the chance to see so much new gameplay footage and new environments. Let's welcome the CEO of Gunfire Games, David Adams. So David, I want to ask right away, for those who are unfamiliar with Remnant from the Ashes, what kind of game is it?
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter set on an apocalyptic Earth and across a bunch of cool fantasy worlds.
And I mean, in that trailer, we got the chance to see a huge variety of different environments. Like, what are these different places? Who's the player in this story?
So as a player, you're on sort of a Odyssey-like quest to save the world, and we really wanted to have a bunch of different cool locales that you go to just to experience a bunch of different stuff. And you start on Earth, but it rapidly changes very quickly as you get into the game.
And one thing that we've talked about before is that replayability is a huge focus of the game, that you could play through it 10 times and still be seeing new bosses, new monsters, new locations. How exactly does that work?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic generation system. So we generate the maps, the enemies, the quests, NPCs, bosses, everything.
You've built those all by hand, right?
Yeah, it's all hand scripted, but the system takes all the pieces and stitches it together. So you might play the game and come into work and say, hey, I talked to a giant tree and fought a dragon boss, and I'll be like, I met a guy in a helicopter, an old guy in a helicopter, and killed a tree ant. And we'd have completely different experiences playing the same game.
And you just have to keep going through and eventually explore what all the possibilities
Destroza Pony se está hablando a través de Twitch. Hola, dice que me he perdido, bueno, ya van como 2 o 3 exclusivos, algunos jueguitos exclusivos, pero sí, al menos a mi parecer, no es que te has perdido de mucho, la verdad. Varios juegos shooter. Uno que era similar al Left 4 Dead, que era de cazafantasmas versus fantasmas. Ese lo encontré entretenido.
So the game's full co-op from beginning to end. You can jump in at any point, and the game's definitely
Pinky yo sepai dice, como dije, los PC gamers son geniales. Espero que digan juegos nuevos en PC. Si ya han habido no sé si han sido 2 o 3 exclusivos ya que han sido ya.
Bloodborne and Dark Souls. I'm really looking forward to Remnant from the Ashes. What's the release date, and where can people go for more information?
So Remnant's coming out August 20th on PC and Xbox and PS4, and if you pre-order the game now, you can actually get in early and start playing the game August 16th.
Well, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, David Adams from Gunfire Games. Thanks so much for talking to us about Remnant. And as we mentioned earlier, keep those questions coming. I will be asking on stage the creative director of Borderlands 3 everything you want to know. Doesn't matter what platform you're on, just use hashtag PCGamingShow.
Mándanos tus Borderlands
let's talk
3.
about our next title. This one was announced
Mándanos
2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show here. It's a game from Play Entertainment called
pero en español.
It's changed quite a bit in the last 2 years. It's now a deck-building roguelike.
Tenemos 4 espectadores a través de YouTube y 2 a través de Twitch. Muchas gracias. Recuerden suscribirse al canal Lizzy Juega y seguirme en Twitch. Lizzy_chan. Vamos a ver qué más sigue. Qué bonito esto. Me lo imagino como Atlantis, como la película Atlantis de Disney. Como la forma del dibujo. Lo cacho ahora ahí la Yasuri Yamile. Destroza Pony dice, ¿qué pasa con los españoles? ¿Qué españoles? ¿Qué? Yo soy latina por si acaso, no española. Es un juego de cartas. Apareció Lalo Kyun, ñoqueño, dice. Oh, más sogrito. Llegó el niño de ayer de Bethesda. La Vale dice, ya llegó mi pizza. Oye, Lalo, la Vale está a través de YouTube, así que para que hables con ella y para que veas lo que está escribiendo.
And you get to look after the most authentic animals we believe you've ever seen in a video game. Each of our animals are unique. They have their own needs, their own desires, and their own behaviors. They interact with each other and react with the world you
No
build
está
around
acá
them.
presente
And today,
en
the very first time,
la transmisión,
we're
pero
really
nos
excited
está
to show
viendo y
everyone
está
here
comentando a través de
gameplay
YouTube.
video and
Ahí
an
está la
entire
Nami.
launch date.
Oh, fantastic. Let's buy the world's largest family pass and take a look inside.
Qué lindo. Ese es el Planet Zoo, ¿cierto? Qué maravilla. Construye tu zoológico soñado. ¡Chandía! ¡Es el día de la chandía! La Luisita Comunica está en PC Gaming E3. ¡Oh, chi! Desde el 5 de noviembre.
Lisa, I love some of the animal shenanigans here. I mean,
¿Aló?
Hippo's pooing. Yeah, adorable baby elements. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to play it. But before we saw the trailer, Piers mentioned this is a modern zoo, but what exactly does that mean?
So nowadays when you go to the zoo, you're not just going to see all the lovely, pretty animals. You go there, you want to be, you know, learning about conservation, you want to learn about the research that they're doing, you want to be educated. And these are all things that you're going to be able to do in Planet Zoo. And these ideas of the modern zoo is really what we take to heart, and we're going to be promoting, you know, the health and the welfare of your animals as the most important thing to do.
And Piers, when can we see more gameplay, and when are we going to be able to get our hands on it ourselves?
So we're obviously demoing the game all this week at E3, but most people aren't going to be able to see that. So we've recorded our presentation. Lisa's done a fantastic voiceover for it, and we'll be releasing that onto Frontier's YouTube channel. That goes live this Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, fantastic. I cannot wait to watch. Thank you so much for joining us, Piers and Lisa, everyone.
Lalo Kyun dijo que pasó a saludar nomás. Al ratillo regresa. Pinky yo sepai. Primero está Nami Dross, la Vale, dice su simulator, sí, es un simulador de zoológico. Pinky yo sepai dice, wow, ese juego Planet Zoo me encantó, quiero jugarlo y que tú Lizzie-chan lo juegues. En Lizzie Juega. Vamos a ver si lo conseguimos.
In addition to being the brains behind the following
Llegaron
games,
los
Hang
japos.
On, Space Harrier, Outrun, Afterburner, Virtual
Llegaron
Racing,
los
and
kawaii.
Virtual Fighter, Yusan also created the Shenmue series, and he's here to talk about Shenmue 3 right now. Take it away, Yusan.
この場に立てて光栄です。I am so honored to be here standing on the stage today. それと20年支えてくれたファンの皆さんありがとう。I just want to say thank you to all the fans supporting me for the long 20 years. Thank you very much.
ありがとうございます。
The wait is nearly over.
That's right. Let's take a world exclusive look at Shenmue 3.
Honestly, I don't think your kung fu is strong enough.
Grandmaster, I...
Oh, mira, vale. Un juzgando.
A long time ago, martial arts were bad, but humans are interesting creatures.
El sensei.
They practiced in secret, away from prying eyes, and became stronger. One even practiced
Hombres de acción.
Nam-Tren survived the ban and was passed on in this way.
What did you say to me?
Stop it. They threaten and extort money from shop owners, get drunk by noon, and cause trouble. Everyone in town is afraid of them.
They are heartless. Hey, wait right there.
Okay. La Loli.
This is him, the Japanese guy who got in our way.
You've got some guts to barge in here on your own.
Se me descargará el celu. Oh, pero ¿cómo es posible? Siempre la misma historia.
I know so many people have been waiting for Shenmue 3. I would like to once again thank you so much. Thank you, Yusan, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Now our next title is near and dear to my childhood heart. It's based upon a game I grew up playing called Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Let's take a look at an upcoming collaboration between Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
Vaya a cargar al tiro el celular, pojo. Citan a mí.
The essence within you, it is who we are. In dead or in living, it's near and it's far. In human and beasts of the land, it flows through the forest, it breathes in the sand.
Me recuerda a otro juego. La Vale dice juzgando. Song of Conquest. Un juego de estrategia. Oh, chi.
The name of the game is Songs of Conquest, and here to join me in talking about it is the lead designer from Lava Potion, Carl Toftfeld. Hey, Carl.
Hi, hey, thanks.
I mean, let's just start off. For anyone who maybe hasn't played the Heroes of Might and Magic series, what is Song of Conquest all about?
It's all about, well, you kind of start out with in the town that you just saw in the end of the trailer. And from there, you recruit your wielders. It's what we call our commanders. And you recruit an army, and then you kind of send off your wielders on an adventure. And they go exploring the world, they pick up resources to flag mines, and with those resources, you upgrade your town so you can get more stuff, and that's kind of what you do. Adventure and strategy combined.
Estamos viendo la conferencia de PC Gaming. Ha mostrado ya varios jueguitos nuevos. Estamos aquí a través de Twitch en Lizeth-Chan y a través de YouTube en Lizzie Juega. Oh, aprovechen de seguirme en Twitch o suscribirse o hacer ambas cosas. Suscribirse en Lizzie Juega.
Face spirits.
Great. And griffins and so on.
Yeah, and all those things.
And well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know that you have translated a lot of the gameplay elements into songs.
José Pel dice, hola, chicas.
What are some of the modern elements that you're bringing in?
Y se ríe. Besitos, José Pel. Muchas gracias por estar aquí. Hay muchos que están trabajando, lo sé, y a lo mejor miran un rato así, pasan a saludar como lo hizo Lalo. Y ahora está José Pel también.
And to do magic, you need to bring the troops with the right essence, with your wielders.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to like make your troops go faster, you need to bring a troop that has that essence, like cavalry.
And maybe to ask a basic question, what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Then you can't do the magic. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're fighting someone, you kind of have to like weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off. Like, do you want to destroy their magic or their powerful troops?
Where can people go to get more information? And as always, when's it coming out?
Es bastante estratega el juego.
Oh, it's quite a ways off.
It's quite a ways off, but you can go to songsofconquest.com and sign up for alpha, and then you can play earlier.
Well, as you know, I'm really looking forward to playing it, Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, our next title is an update to a popular co-op game. Let's see what's in store for Vermintide 2.
Un juego de colaboración popular. Vamos, una exclusiva. Vamos a ver. Exclusive. José Pel dice, ¿el presentador no es Day 9 por casualidad? No tengo idea. La verdad es que yo como que llegué un poquito tarde y como que no me fijé. Pedro comenzó y yo ingresé después. Vermind. Ahí está el jueguito entonces.
PvP mode coming to Vermintide 2, which turns the Warhammer Fantasy cooperative game into something even more brutally competitive. It looks deliciously vile, and surely dismembering Scraven is so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on a fellow player, making him or her cry little baby rat tears behind their computer.
Ven que Luisita Comunica sí tiene como el mismo entusiasmo.
Vermintide2.com/versus. In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars, whose ultimate purpose is to terraform the planet, starting from a single drone in your landing site and turning the planet into a flourishing second home for humanity. Courtesy of developer Talon Industries and publisher Raw Fury, here's a first ever look at Per Aspera.
As we all know, reaching the Red Planet was not humanity's greatest achievement. Transferring the complexity of the human mind to machines was. So they can succeed where we failed. So they can build us a home on that distant, dusty rock. Today, Amy reaches Mars and begins their mission. Amy, are you with us?
Oh no, se murió.
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
Ay, casi. Oh, es como empezar a construir en Marte. Un SimCity Simulator, una cosa así como un SimCity, pero en Marte.
In the Assassin's Creed universe, our next guest sent players back in time to rewrite history. But for his debut project with indie studio Panache Digital Games, he's going to
Javo Rueda y Juega dice, me gustaría que mostraran gameplay. Es verdad, no han mostrado ningún gameplay hasta el momento.
Director and co-founder Patrice Desolé. Welcome, Patrice.
Thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here. I've been waiting 10 years.
Yes.
To come back on a big stage.
No pasa nada que conversen alto.
Well, it's fantastic to have you back. I just want to ask, what inspired you to tell the story of human evolution?
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment at first. And I said, oh, I'm the historical guy, I'm the historical dude, so I need an historical period. So I said, oh, let's go back at the very beginning. It'll be easier to do, because I won't have to build a city, I won't have to build technology, and I was a bit naive, because we built Africa 10 million years ago. And that's not easy to build.
It doesn't sound easy. I mean, how have you turned those themes into gameplay?
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes, and then you have to explore your environment, and eventually you expand your territory, you expand your clan, because you're not playing that one badass character. You play a group of badass characters. And eventually you evolve into different species, up until Lucy the Australopithecus roughly 2 million years ago.
I imagine our ancestors had a lot more issues to deal with than we do today. There's going to be a lot more dangers in this world, so tell me a bit more about those.
Well, it's all about from a prey to a predator. Basically, at the beginning of the game, everybody's there to kill you and devour you. And basically at the end, it's pretty much you. You're the predator.
No, el juego de zoológico ya lo mostraron, ese otro.
That's the idea of ancestors.
Es un mono ese.
Como una especie de planeta de los simios.
Parece. No creo que hayan mostrado el zoológico de nuevo, porque lo mostraron hace rato. Deberían haberlo presentado.
Because, you know, I made a game about characters and you needed to follow the story I wrote for you. This time, you're basically writing the story. Right? There's no story per se inside. It's not about going and see mission givers. It's not about looking at the mini-maps
¿qué
and the
primate
little
es el
dots.
mejor?
It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens. Can
El
you
humano, el
survive
gorila,
like
el
our
chimpancé.
ancestors did? And that's the question I'm asking
El
the
mono
players.
o
It'll
gibbon, no sé
be
qué es.
for you to answer that question August 27th.
Well,
Están todos votando y va
I was
ganando
going to ask you when we can see it, and you answered my question first. Thank you so much,
getting good at
Patrice.
this.
As Patrice says, Ancestors will be
Joseph
released
llegó.
August 27th, and you can learn more at ancestorsgame.com.
Sí.
Thank you.
Estaba preguntando eso, pero la verdad es que no sé si es Day Night.
Ah, no me fijé, bueno, no vengo recién llegando.
No, pero como el presentador, que tú partiste el live, ¿salió el nombre de él o no?
No me fijé.
Eso estuvo bueno. Y dije, mira, vale, juzgando que la Vale todavía estaba, por ahora se le descargó el celu.
Ancestors.
Ese era
el juego que estaba mostrando ahora.
Sí.
Como la evolución humana.
Sí. ¿Habrá terminado ya entonces? Ese era como un juego de cartas, por lo que te viste. What's the goal?
¿Qué onda, Golpic?
¿Ese no lo habían mostrado o cómo no lo vi?
Como un notcore.
Sí,
se ve muy bueno. En la mecánica de primera persona de una batalla medieval está muy bueno, muy bien creado.
Y otra cosa más, a ver.
El juego nipón en el occidente. Una especie de ajedrez.
Sí. Ahí te la vale. De ahí vuelvo. Se me descargaron el celu.
Chau, nos vemos.
Lo dijo recién, ¿cierto?
Así es. ¿Viste? Auto chess.
Auto chess. Wow.
Please welcome to the stage, Loring Lee, founder and CEO of Dragon Nest.
Indeed, auto chess has turned out to be a sensation, with hundreds of thousands, millions of players getting a taste of it. And here to talk about it's coming to PC is Loring Lee. Take it away, Loring.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Loring Lee. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. I'm the CEO and founder of Dragon's Game. Dragon's Game is a game developer and publisher, comes from China. I'm so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game, Auto Chess, to all you. This is really an exciting moment for us. As the trailer says, this is a real engaging game of auto chess. Dragon's Den now is working with the creator of auto chess, Jodo Studio. We are working together to bring auto chess to a world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy the same fun of auto chess.
No lo entiendo
now,
mucho lo que
we are
habla.
building the PC version by using the game engine of Unreal Engine 4. As everyone knows, Unreal Engine is one of the best game engines of the world. With the help of Epic Games and by the power of Unreal, I believe we can finish our job quickly and efficiently. And today, I'm very glad to announce the PC version of Auto Chess will be coming to the Epic Games Store. I look forward to all of you.
Cabo Rueda y juega, dice, pues medio malo, no hubo emoción, tanta emoción. No, hasta el momento no hay nada.
Así como wow.
No.
Bueno, igual PC Gaming Show obviamente no va a tener el mismo presupuesto que tiene Xbox o Bethesda, como se dio ayer. Pero deberían poner un poco más de énfasis en la presentación de los productos.
Es como lo que dice la Bala, que más hablan que muestran trailer, porque los otros como que tiran toda la parrilla, y aquí como que hablan mucho y después muestran un tráiler, hablan.
Y dar la explicación, por ejemplo, delante fue
de todo, así.
Sí, es súper innecesario, porque por ejemplo, en la presentación del monitor curvo, todo lo que mostraron en pantalla fue lo mismo que dijo el tipo.
Sí, pues ¿para qué? Es como que a lo mejor les gusta que sea largo el y lo alargan. Es como...
Claro, o es para cubrir el tiempo con lo que le falta.
Claro, también puede ser.
Claro. Igual hay que considerar de que la gente recién se está... Dex New, Oli Dex New.
Ah, ¿dónde está? A través de Twitch. Oli, chicachi. Ya ven, sorpréndannos, ahora sí o no. Ahora
Modus
se pone bueno.
Ay, qué lindo. Un juego cute. Una carta de amor para los clásicos RPGs.
Este se ve bueno. Best Indie Game 2018.
Could you make the hard decisions? And would you be strong enough to fight?
Por turno, experiencia pasada, experiencia presente, experiencia futuro.
Pasado, presente y futuro. En simultáneo.
And act in the present, you can rewrite the future.
O sea, todas las acciones que tú cometes en el juego tienen repercusión en el espacio-tiempo.
Chris Tales
2020.
O Cristales, suena bonito en español y
en Steam.
El demo en Steam,
disponible en Steam para una presentación de Epic Games.
¿Me gustó el juego? Sí, está bien hecho.
Que me da risa porque esto está auspiciado por Epic Games y el juego está en Steam.
Sí.
It's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer inspired by true old-school classics like Contra and Turrican.
Javo Rueda y juega, dice, yo apenas me armé mi PC para jugar, pero veo que hay mejores juegos para consola.
Sí.
Lo que voy a aprovechar ahora, que es lo que se vio ayer, va a ser el Xbox Game Pass, que va a permitir jugar juegos de Xbox en PC.
Sí.
Eso por lo menos se va a ver bastante interesante. Hay muchos juegos que se van a ver muy buenos. Y también con que se llega a sumar el xCloud, que es la nube de Xbox, dentro de PC también se va a hacer bastante interesante la jugabilidad.
Dex New dice que bello, debe haber sido por el juego anterior. Sí, estaba muy bonito.
Una especie de Castlevania, pero con mechas. Un Metroid Castlevania, ¿viste? Es como terrible rocker. Para los fanáticos de la música rock y de los juegos agresivos.
Los hardcore.
Los hardcore. Los hardcore.
No hemos tenido mucho público, pero es por la hora, yo creo.
Sí,
es demasiado temprano.
Muy temprano para la transmisión en Chile. Warface. también disponible en Steam.
Incredible action in the Valporis trailer. I'm very excited for our next guest. In case you have not been in downtown LA, E3 is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And joining me is the amazing and beautiful Paul Sage, creative director of Borderlands 3.
Beautiful's the new one, thanks.
Yeah, there you go, Paul. Right. Welcome. I mean, there's been so much hype around Borderlands 3. What's the stuff you're really excited to be sharing this year?
Insisto que son muy,
so, you know, we've talked about our
son muy cuadrados, son como muy empaquetados. Me gustó la de Devolver Digital, me gustó.
Sí, ellos rompieron el esquema, rompieron la cuarta pared y se burlaron de Nintendo ayer de una forma muy divertida. Si no lo han visto, pueden verlo después a través de nuestro canal en YouTube. Y si juegan en este caso el canal de YouTube, ahí está subida la transmisión y también en los highlights que estarán disponibles en el canal de Twitch. Así que el día de hoy vamos a terminar de ordenar bien el tema de Twitch, pero ya por lo menos están disponibles las transmisiones en YouTube.
Dex New dice, yo recién salí de la U y me compré un Subway y me conecté.
Me parece bien, un buen sanguchito. Gracias por acompañarnos este día. Sé que es muy difícil, sobre todo para las personas que viven en Chile, porque obviamente es un día laboral, es un día donde se estudia, aquí se estudia hasta bastante tarde.
Y se trabaja hasta bastante tarde.
Así que obviamente entendemos que haya poquita gente, pero se agradece mucho la compañía de todos ustedes. Muchas gracias. Si tienen alguna duda, consulta, cualquier cosa, indíquela por los comentarios. Estamos leyéndolos constantemente, tanto a través de Twitch como a través de Google.
De YouTube, sí.
¿Se cayó la transmisión?
¿Se cayó?
Ahí está, volvió. Pasó lo mismo que ayer cuando estaban boicoteando Bethesda.
La Vale también está en la U, de hecho se conectó un rato porque tenía una ventana ahora, pero se le descargó el celu, así que dijo, chao, me voy porque se me descargó el celu. Su ventana es hasta las 3, pero ya no creo que vuelva porque ya en que cargue un poco el celu.
En lo que coma, y lo que se ría, y en lo que termine yendo al baño y volver, se acabó la
José Pel le dice a Dex New, pues buen provecho. Qué bonito, buen provecho para
una buena comunidad.
Qué rico, aquí nosotros estamos muertos de hambre. La Vale estaba diciendo que estaba comiendo en el Papa John's y no estaba sacando pica que estaba comiendo pizza. Oh, estamos re mal, po. ¿No somos nosotros?
No somos nosotros. No tengo fotogramas perdidos. No es
ellos.
Yo juego en todas las consolas y recientemente empecé, dice Jabo Rueda y Juega. Me parece bastante interesante. Nosotros por lo menos acá somos fanáticos de PlayStation y Nintendo. Pero Nintendo, yo tengo consolas retro, es decir, tengo la NES, la SNES.
Obviamente la Vale tiene la Wii.
La Wii. Y aparte de eso tenemos disponible la PlayStation 1, la PlayStation 2 y la PlayStation 4. Todavía no tengo la 3, próximamente la tendré en algún momento de este año.
De Microsoft no tenemos nada.
No, Xbox no tenemos. Sí he tenido la oportunidad de jugar Xbox 360, pero no de forma personal en la casa. Y bueno, PC Gaming juego mucho. Hoy en día juego bastante PC Gaming. Estoy viciado, tengo que aceptarlo, estoy viciado por Minecraft.
No me digas.
Llevo días farmeando en mi Minecraft. Pero me gustan juegos como los MOBA, League of Legends, Dota 2, me gusta juegos como Portal, como el Half-Life, el Battlefield para PC lo he jugado, League of Legends he jugado PC, Fortnite también lo he jugado para PC, y bueno, también lo he jugado en PlayStation, pero soy más complicado. De hecho, estoy más acostumbrado a jugar juegos con teclado y mouse que con joystick en sí. El único juego en joystick en el cual obviamente muero es Gran Turismo para PlayStation 4, el Gran Turismo Sport. De hecho, actualmente me encuentro jugando algunas partidas en línea.
Voy a comentar lo que dijo Dex. ¿Qué han mostrado de bueno? Sé que en la noche se viene Square. Sí, eso es lo que más estamos esperando, Square Enix.
Estamos esperando mucho de
la verdad es que estábamos comentando aquí con Jabo Rueda y Juega que ha estado malena la cosa.
No hay así una presentación como que te impacte o que te haga decir, wow, quiero este juego al 100%. Más uno que otro juego que ha estado bastante interesante, un juego de fantasmas, de desarrollo independiente.
Es similar al Day by Daylight.
Exactamente. Es similar a la mecánica, pero en este caso de fantasmas versus casas fantasmas. ¿Cuál otro juego estuvo? El Planet Zoo, pero es que eso es como más simple, más familiar. Pues estoy hablando, por ejemplo, el que mostraron de Concord, el Concord 2, que era el de batalla épica, en primera persona.
Mostraron hartos shooters también, que no me acuerdo de los nombres, pero que son nuevos, creo.
Claro. Ahora obviamente le han dado bastante énfasis. Lo que están hablando ahora es del Borderlands 3, que se viene disponible para PC.
Sí.
Our next game, we're going to be revisiting a guest that we saw earlier in the show.
Sí.
He's upstairs with Frankie.
Tiene que estar derretido el queso para que esté lista. Eso. Ahora se convirtió en un tiburón.
Sorry.
Ahora,
Luisito tiburón.
I was actually testing out my outfit for this weekend. I don't know, what do you think, John?
I think you look really sharp, as always.
Very sharp. Well, thank you so much. John Gibson,
Dead by Daylight me encanta, dice Dexio. Es muy buen juego y por eso te digo, el juego de Midnight Ghost Hunter es el nombre del juego. Lo volveré a vender porque me llamó la atención. Va a estar disponible a través de Epic Store dentro del 3 de septiembre, si no me equivoco, va a estar disponible. Y se veía bastante prometedor el juego, bastante prometedor. La temática era bastante interesante. Así que, bueno, más tarde en el break vamos a tratar de recopilar un poco más de información con respecto al juego para poder hablar más de él. Y obviamente la Nache también va a hacer un pequeño repaso de lo que fue el día para todos los que no pudieron estar acá en la transmisión en directo. ¿Qué cosa? ¿Esto? Bueno, como nos sacaron pica, vamos a tener una revancha. Es un juego de... Man Eater. Bueno, es un juego de tiburones. Literalmente es un juego de tiburones.
And Scaly Pete's the villain in this tale. Pete is a best fisherman in the Gulf, best shark fisherman, or he'll tell you he's the best shark fisherman. And he disfigures
Press F to respect the shark.
And does some really nasty things. So he's not a very nice guy. And now the story of Maneater is told through the lens of a reality show called Shark Hunters vs. Maneaters. And it follows Pete and
pusieron al tiburón de la Katy Perry.
En serio, verdad.
It's a very exciting way to tell a story.
And based on
¿Por qué te sonó
to be
así?
honest, John, it looks like your main goal of the shark is to just bite
No puedo
everything.
cortar esto, soy
Yeah, there is an awful lot of man-eating going on in this game. That is the name of the game. And but we like to think of the game as a fun action game. It's like GTA if you were a shark.
Como una pizza, como y me voy.
There is more to the game than just eating, so
no es mucho napolitana, tiene puro jamón, pero la napolitana tiene tomate, ¿no?
Aquí tiene salsa de tomate, ese es el tomate que tiene. Gracias, líder.
So there's a lot of exciting things that you can do in the game.
And you mentioned before it's a shark PG. How does that progression system work?
So there's three facets to the Shark PG elements of the game. There's growth, there's life phases, and there's evolutions. So growth comes about through eating things, nutrients, people, whatever you can find.
Es como
and that's kind of like your
un tiburón simulator, literalmente.
Your shark will grow a little
tiburón
bit,
que tiene que comer.
And then at key phases that we call life phases, you'll make a big jump. So let's say you're a brooding teenage shark, and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult, you take a big leap in size, a big leap in power and capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body. For example, you could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats, or a powerful tail that allows you to jump to incredible heights. Or you could get mutated lungs that allow you to spend a little more time on the beach getting those afternoon snacks.
Puede ir como mejorando la cola, el alerón, los dientes. Para poder comer cosas más
hammerheading away at this game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever.
Está feliz ella con el traje de tiburón, me da risa.
We're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC gaming show.
Well, I hope we do, John. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start biting people. In fact, I'm quite hungry at the moment, so I think actually I'm going to find an audience member because you guys look tasty. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
It's pizza time.
Pinky Jose Pai, aquí viene el tiburón, aquí viene el tiburón,
Tiburón, tiburón. Tiburón, tiburón. ¡Ay, qué maravilloso! Eso va a mi espalda. Tiburón a la pista, bañista. Tiene un cojincito. Mira, esta cuestión ni siquiera tiene para...
Hermoso.
¡Qué maravilla!
Win.
Algún día
tendremos.
You know, one of the absolute best parts about being sponsored by iWin for the PC Gaming Show is that I get to sit for this next segment and talk to you about Terraria. Terraria is one of the best-selling PC games of all time, selling almost 30 million copies. And part of the reason why it's maintained such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add content, going from 250 items at release to now over 4,000. Let's take a look at their penultimate expansion coming up, Terraria Journey's End.
Terraria.
Mira. El nube.
El Terraria es como el Minecraft en 2D, literalmente, pero con otra aventura.
Claro, en 2D porque el Minecraft es en 3D. Y además en primera persona. ¿Mitad?
Ya se pegó.
Pero no somos nosotros.
Se les cayó a ellos. De hecho tuvieron que interrumpir la transmisión.
The next title that we're going to be looking at is a game that is the spiritual successor to her story. It's called Telling Lies by Annapurna Interactive, and joining me to talk about it is game director Sam Barlow and actor-producer Logan Marshall Green. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
My main man.
Now, if you haven't played Her Story, you totally should. It's fantastic. I want to note, it is a game where you watch live interactive video in order to uncover what happened with a murder. What is it that's going on in Telling Lies? What's the premise?
So, like Her Story, Telling Lies is a game in which you watch video footage to piece together a story. And this time we have a woman who has stolen an NSA hard drive, which contains secretly recorded intimate and private conversations between our four characters. Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what and why.
It's time to take a look at some of the gameplay mechanics and see Telling Lies in action. Let's take a look.
Vamos a ver. Supuestamente es como un juego de detectivesco.
Once upon a time.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath.
I don't love you and I don't miss you.
You already know too much.
Usa sus palabras para encontrar la verdad.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath. Love you. Love you.
Ah, bacán, tú tenés que ir viendo los videos en verdad y deducir qué pasó.
Así como Conan.
When I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly. I guess I still carry a torch for it, which makes me an incurable romantic or underdeveloped emotionally.
Obviamente hay gente que dice la verdad y otra que no.
A man died in my house at work
Qué paja. Buena.
Oh, Sam, I got some questions for you about what we've just seen. Talk to me about the mechanics. I saw, the subtitles up, highlighting, and it was loading more video footage. What's going on?
So what we do in Telling Lies is we take all of the exploration you would have in a normal video game. So all that walking around in a 3D world.
Yeah.
And we apply that directly to the story, to the footage itself. So you're going to be scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention, and you're going to be picking up on the subtext, listening to names, people, places. And with that information, you're going to use that to find more clips, dig into those, and over time kind of build up this picture of the story. And it's truly like an open world video game.
Well, a lot of times with open world video games, they talk about, the square kilometerage or miles in America. What's the sort of scope that we're talking about? Like, how many hours of footage is there?
So we got like over 10 hours of footage here.
Wow,
so
really?
It's a story that encompasses like 2 years. What I wanted to do with this one was, like I say, really embrace this idea of it being an open world game. You're free to explore and follow your curiosity. Just lose yourself in this story, all the characters, this huge, messy, colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm curious, Logan, as a performer in this kind of game, what is it like to actually try to have all the layers in there for each performance, also not knowing when a player is going to be seeing the specific footage you're performing?
Well, it's definitely a non-linear open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach was not unlike a movie or a TV show, and we had to understand it A to B. And so, for the most part, that's how we shot it. Obviously, when you're shooting a movie or a TV show, and in this case, a game, you're going to be shooting out of order. But we actually stayed pretty linear in how we approached the story.
Bienvenido a nuestra transmisión en conjunto con la E3. Aquí el PC Gaming Show.
And we tried to make it as deep.
Y nuestro almuerzo.
It's got a lot of scope.
Yeah.
But we wanted to make it as deep as possible, and Sam is one of the best movie or TV directors I've worked with, so it was very similar.
Nice. Yeah, look at you too. Yeah. Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played Her Story, it's quick to play through. It's absolutely brilliant. Please check it out in the meantime. But we're, of course, waiting to find out, when can we play Telling Lies?
Very soon. Very soon, I promise. We'll have a date soon. Right now, you can go to Steam.
Yo por mi parte me retiro.
Steam. We all love
Voy a
Steam.
dejar aquí a Lisette.
And yeah.
Y ella va a quedar a cargo de la transmisión.
During E3.
Yo vuelvo un poco más tarde, tengo que hacer algunas cosas. Y nos vemos antes de la transmisión de
Square Enix.
Así que ahí vamos a estar saboreando las manitos.
Saboreando las manitos, mosquito, modo mosquito.
On the balcony, Frankie's going to be
nos
talking
estamos
to us
viendo
about
en
a
un
game
ratito
that my
más.
friends year after year
Un par de
after
horas
year
más, vuelvo.
keep telling me I have to play because of
Y
how much
estaremos
they've
junto con
improved
Nami
it. Frankie, what's going
Chin,
on
que
with
llega
that?
a esa misma
A
hora.
esa misma hora. Y va a ser a las 8:30.
Sí, a las 8:30.
A las 8:30 de la noche aquí en Chile.
Ya, y manténgase obviamente conectado. Obviamente sigue 17 ahora. Y después con ella van a estar todo lo que es la transmisión de Ubisoft.
A las 4 de la tarde comienza Ubisoft, así que no se vayan. Agradecimiento a Ghost Marvel, que aparte de saludarnos dice soy nuevo, ya me suscribí y di like. Oh, muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí comentando. Obviamente estamos leyendo sus mensajes, caso cualquier cosa.
Vaya nomás para que no se atrase.
El Warframe,
Warframe. Ya, arréglese nomás. Abríguese, que ya se puso helado de nuevo.
Sí. Es así.
Y lleve todas sus cuchitas.
Bueno, por lo menos te quedas. Tienes los chats y todo.
Sí, todo.
Ya entendiste momento, está abierto Twitch y Google y Go YouTube acá, para que puedas cambiar el nombre de las transmisiones.
Sí.
Puedes cambiar la de aquí. Cualquier cosa, si tienes internet o tu teléfono.
Cualquier cosa te llamo. Warframe.
Empire. Debe ser la expansión. Juego. En Twitch el 6 de julio de 2019. Estoy en juego.
¿En serio?
Ah, no, 6 de julio.
Ahí sí.
Ahí sí, 6 de julio.
Entonces,
6 de julio van a hacer una transmisión en Twitch oficial de Warframe para poder ganarse un skin. Y bueno, los dejo, chicos. Que estén muy bien. Nos vemos en un ratito más.
Más tardecito.
Un ratito vamos a descargar eso.
¿Qué cosa? Ah, sí. Cuando esté yo ahí se me cae en la cabeza.
Well, TennoCon is in London, Ontario. It's July 6th, and you can come watch it online on Twitch. We're going to be showing a lot more in our
Tengo todo en la mochila.
Empyrean is going to be.
Well, today I'm getting the feel for the suit. So, what's the deal with
Y
that?
dinero.
How do I get my Tenno arms into it?
I cannot say that on live television, but you know there are ways. But yeah, you just have to link your Warframe account to your Twitch account. If you watch 30 minutes of our Tenno live show, you can get it. But hopefully you stay for the whole hour because we got lots to show.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and good luck with TennoCon on July 6th.
Thank you.
Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today, but nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based jazz odyssey.
Ghost Marvel dice yo no le entiendo, pero está curioso. Estamos viendo los estrenos de algunos videojuegos nuevos para PC. Vamos a ver de qué se trata este próximo juego. Ha sido bastante largo el... Ya llevamos más de 1 hora y media. Genesis Noir. Una aventura cósmica.
Genesis Noir, just beautiful, stylish art. The next game we're going to take a look at is the twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play as a 6-year-old trying to escape a monastery and find your mother using toys and tricks to avoid monks. Let's take a look at this gorgeous spaghetti western-inspired project from Studio Handy Games.
Vamos con otro más. Ghost Marvel dice: creo que me van a gustar. Eso esperemos. Qué bonito el dibujo. No, se lo llevan. Qué bonito. Lo pillaron. Como la jugabilidad del Zelda. Su mamá. Que entrete, tiene que esconderse como de los guardias, de los obispos. Y él quiere, por lo que entiendo, quiere volver con su mamá. Y el latino, el hijo se llama. ¡Qué maravilla! ¡Un aplauso!
Hijo, once again, is the title of the trailer we just saw. For our final guest tonight, please join me in welcoming from Larian Studios CEO Sven Vinke, and from Dungeons and Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, the creative director of Dungeons and Dragons, Mike Merles.
Bonito, bonito. Me gustó ese juego. Apuesto por él. Sí, full. Cierto que sí, Ghost Marvel dice, ese me gusta. Está muy bonito, muy bonito, me
just recently announced. How did this partnership come about?
We went to see Wizards of the Coast at the end of Divinity Original Sin 1.
Yeah.
That was back in 2014. And I tried to convince them back then that they should
Él
give
es
us the
del
Baldur's Gate 3
juego
license.
Baldur's Gate 3.
And but we had a long chat about what the vision would be for the game. And then we kept on bumping into each other. And then suddenly in 2016, I get a phone call from Nathan Stewart, who's the big boss of Mike and the head of Dungeons and Dragons. He said, you need to come to Seattle right away. We're going to have dinner in a very shady restaurant. And he had this big stack of paper with him. And on it was Baldur's Gate 3. And in it was pretty much everything that we talked about. And he says, I'm going to present this to my board. Do you still want to do it? I said, yeah, of course I still want to do it. And then a couple of weeks later, we started negotiating. And here we are.
I mean, what does the Baldur's Gate franchise mean to you, Mike?
Oh, to me, it's the crown jewel of D&D computer games, right? I mean, for me personally, Baldur's Gate, the original one, was finally I had the chance to actually play a D&D campaign rather than having to run them for all my friends. So it means so much to us. Baldur's Gate, it's such fantastic storytelling, and it's so exciting to see it come to not only a new generation of gamers, but for the gamers who remember the 20 years it's been since the original, the first two in the series. So it's incredibly exciting. And for us, it really is. It's such an important part of the D&D mythos as a whole.
And we got a chance to see the trailer. Talk to me about some of the story elements, the world elements. What are things we're going to see in Baldur's Gate 3?
Well, we're only talking about what's in the trailer right now, but obviously you're going to go to the city, because we start with the city. You start outside of the city,
Este es el juego que mostraron en el tráiler en... Hoy no me puedo acordar, como fue el mismo día, no me puedo acordar si lo mostraron en Bethesda o en Microsoft.
And you're going to see a lot of iconic
Pero era
creatures,
Bethesda,
iconic
creo.
characters, iconic places, and that's
Que recuerdo que dije, no, estoy comiendo.
The gameplay elements, because obviously, there's just been a big resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons, tons of broadcasts on Twitch. I mean, how
Pinky yo sepáis dice, por fin un juego que es latino, ¿sí o no? Sí. Y Ghost Marvel dice, sí, Pinky. Sí, maravilloso.
So
Por eso
we
yo aplaudí
started with
mucho.
Player Handbook, which is basically the basic rule set of Dungeons and Dragons.
Which player handbook? Which
Fifth edition.
Right, yeah.
And so we ported as much as we could to the video game. We looked at what worked really well. We looked at the things that didn't work that well, because it is a video game, and this was made for tabletop gaming. And so we started modifying those things, and then we had to add things on top of it, because if you play tabletop, you have a game master, and you say, well, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then the
I
game
want to start a fight with a pigeon. And he's like, okay, roll for dexterity.
Exactly, that's it. So we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. But we've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean, can you give an example of like a crazy moment that a player might do that you could actually play out in the game?
Well, I could, let's say that we get into a fight because you ask a nasty question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head. Well, just as an example.
It's just an example, this is fine, we're just talking.
Mientras hablan tanto
These
estos,
are things that we have
voy a ir a dejar el
systems in the
platito
game
allá.
for to do it, which are not necessarily going to be described inside of the book.
Interesting. And I mean, like, Mike, in terms of your role, speaking to Larian Studios, you have tons of data of all the sorts of things that players do. What's the sort of information that you provide in assistance?
Well, really what it comes down to is providing the story support. We think of Dungeons & Dragons, the universe of D&D. It's like a toy box for dungeon masters and players to go into and build their own stories. So working with Larry and working with Sven, a lot of it was just opening up that toy box and sharing it. And giving that kind of guidance. Like I remember one of our first meetings, we just laid out a map of Baldur's Gate and the Sword Coast and asking a lot of questions like, what kind of story do you want to tell? Where do we want to go? What are the cool locations we always wanted to put into a game like this? And then in terms of the system support, what does it mean in terms of the story for each character? For each character race, each character class. So that if you have your favorite class and it's in the game, you really feel like you're taking on that role that you love so much from the tabletop. It's really coming to life in an authentic way in Baldur's Gate 3.
And we're going to talk in a moment about, Baldur's Gate 3 release dates and
Víctor
whatnot.
Valdés se
Second thing we
suma
want to talk about on
a nuestra transmisión por YouTube y dice, hola.
I understand that there is a tabletop
Ghost Marvel dice, traje comida.
Exactly. So in Baldur's Gate, we think
Popcorn.
there's one side, all the different games coming together to tell
Víctor
one
Valdés
grand story
dice
of the city. So,
¿Qué hace
on
Elton
September
John en el
17th,
escenario?
we're releasing our next
Es verdad, se
top
parece un
campaign, Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus. And it is the next chapter in the Baldur's
Osito
Gate
Kawaii
saga.
94 dice, buenas tardes, señorita, buenas
So if you haven't played a
tardes.
Baldur's Gate game since Baldur's Gate 1 or 2,
A las personitas
this is
nuevas
your
que han
chance to check
llegado,
out the
los
history
invito
from about
a
100 years
seguirme en
since the events of
Twitch,
Baldur's Gate 2. So this will give you a chance to check in on the city,
Lisette-Chan,
to see
y
what's going on,
en
its current
YouTube
state,
en
where the
Lizzie
movers and
Juega.
shakers are. We also feature a complete levels 1 to 13 campaign that takes you from the mean streets of Baldur's Gate to the depths of hell itself. And sort of pose to the players a question: do you want to redeem Baldur's Gate or send it to damnation? So we're putting that right in players' hands to make that choice.
Well, I have to ask Sven, it's a question on a lot of people's minds. What can you talk to us about expected release time frames?
So people have been waiting for it for a long time.
Yeah.
They're going to have to wait a little bit more when it's ready.
Osito Kawaii pregunta, ¿de dónde
this
eres?
is the game that we want to
Soy
play,
de
so we want to
Chile.
make sure it's really, really good. And then when that's
Soy
the case, then we
chilena,
release it.
chiquechi.
Well, I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time. And I think I speak for a lot of people here when I say, take your time. If the Divinity Original Sin games are any indication of the quality,
Acabo de
it's
almorzar
going to
y
be
me dio
fantastic and
sueño.
worth the wait. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Thank you very much.
Se van al fin, ya muestren más cosas, están muy lentos.
Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Why are they leaving? Well, it's because the PC gaming show has officially concluded. Let's bring up on the stage the fantastic Frankie Ward. Come here, Frankie.
Osito Kawaii 94 dice, estamos muy lejos. ¿Por qué?
Thank you so
¿De
much,
dónde eres tú?
Sean. Hasn't this audience been absolutely fantastic today?
Guys, thank you so
Terminó.
much for coming out to the 5th annual PC Gaming Show. We want to give an enormous thanks to all of you who tuned in live. We want to, of course, thank all of you who personally showed up this morning, and of course the sponsors who helped make this possible: Epic Game Store,
Y eso fue
iWin,
todo.
Frontier, Funcom, Paradox, Interactive.
Osito Kawaii dice, soy de Ecuador, pero actualmente vivo en España.
As you
Oh.
know, PC gaming is a platform. It's
Ecuador
not
quedaba más
publisher
cerca a
or
España, ya quedas
developer,
muy
so these
lejos.
sponsors are essential for letting us put on this show every year. Thank you so
Y
much.
Ghost Marvel dice,
And
yo
I
soy
gotta
de
ask Frank, any titles
de
you're
México.
excited about?
Well,
Chiquechi.
I do love a baby elephant, so definitely Planet Zoo, and slightly more awkwardly, then I also want to eat things, maybe elephants included, so man-eater, of course.
I'm personally looking forward to Songs of Conquest, and as you
¿Qué hora
heard,
es?
there's
Son
games
10
coming
para
out
las
all
3.
across
Ubisoft
2019
comienza
and
a las
into
4,
2020.
así que vamos a hacer un
We hope you'll
pequeño
have a
receso
fantastic
y
E3
vamos a volver
officially begins
a eso
tomorrow.
de
Big shout out to all
cuando
your
falten
press
15 minutos para las 4
conferences.
vamos a
Hello
volver
again,
con
John Frames. Good to
Ubisoft.
see you 2 years in a row. We hope you all have a fantastic time at E3 and go play some games and make some friends. See you next year. Bye bye.
Yo buscaba más juegos, más juegos. Y así es como terminó el PC Gaming Show. La verdad es que quizás me decepcionó un poquito. Fue demasiado lento. Voy a bajar un poquito acá.
Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this.
Ya, eso. Entonces, la verdad es que me decepcionó un poquito este año el PC Gaming. Esperaba un poquito más. Lo que rescato, lo que me encantó fue el videojuego latino, que se llama El Hijo. Encontré que la animación estaba muy, muy bien hecha. Era muy bonito el dibujo también. Y la jugabilidad como que me llamó bastante la atención. Me gustó bastante. El otro, que no recuerdo el nombre, pero era uno de que era entre casas, era una pelea de 4 minutos entre cazafantasmas y fantasmas. Era muy similar al Dead by Daylight. Siento que también promete bastante. Y sería eso, es como lo único que me gustó dentro de todo lo que vi, que no fue poco, porque duró casi 2 horas. Casi 2 horas la conferencia. Hablan mucho entre cada tráiler, y es como en el mismo tráiler te dicen tal cosa y ellos llegan y se presentan y todo y dicen lo mismo que sale en el tráiler, entonces como que no tiene como mucha importancia a lo mejor que salgan, o sea, claro, como para que la gente sepa quién es el creador o quién es el productor, director, lo que sea, pero que hablen demasiado siento que se hace tedioso y se alarga mucho la cosa. Pero me quedo con eso, la verdad, con el juego El Hijo y con el juego que es de fantasmas, así que es similar al Day by Daylight, por así decirlo. Así que, ¿qué dice aquí? Osito Kawaii, que han presentado que han presentado en el E3, bueno, acaba de terminar el PC Gaming, que no quedé muy conforme, la verdad. Fueron bastantes juegos shooter, algunos nuevos, algunas continuaciones de sagas de juegos así. Y la verdad es que nada así como llamativo. ¿Ya? Porque, por ejemplo, no sé, Microsoft para mí fue maravilloso porque Cyberpunk estuvo, pero espectacular. Sobre todo con Keanu Reeves. También, lo que más me gustó también fue Dragon Ball Z Kakaroto, es maravilloso. Así que yo quedé así, ¡ah! De hecho, pueden ver mi reacción aquí en mi canal, Lizzy Juega, y también pueden ver mi reacción cuando salió Keanu Reeves en Cyberpunk 2077. Así que eso es como que eso es algo potente, como que guau, como que llama la atención. En Bethesda hubieron algunos juegos que igual estaban bastante buenos, pero la verdad es que me quedo con Microsoft. Y bueno, PC Gaming estaba esperando un poquito más y la verdad es que no hubo nada espectacular, por así decirlo. Pero por supuesto que sí, me encanta que haya un juego latino y que además el nombre esté en latino, que se llame El Hijo, y estaba bastante bien hecho y la jugabilidad se veía muy, muy entretenida. Así que eso es lo que rescato del PC Gaming. Y bueno, voy a estar comentando yo solita. Ya después en la tarde van a llegar los chicos, que son Tío Modi y Namichin. Yo estoy solita, estoy Lizeth Chan ahí, esa bonita que está ahí abajo. Lizeth Chan, estoy solita, y Tío Mod y Namichin me van a acompañar en el live de la noche que se viene Square Enix. Tenemos todas nuestras esperanzas puestas en Square Enix, por favor. Queremos ver, bueno, ya salió. ¡Oh! ¡Ay! Sonó algo, alguien chicho tibio. Ahí está, Osito. Osito Cowboy 94 is now following. ¡Ah! Gracias por seguirme. Bueno, entonces, se me olvidó lo que estaba diciendo. Tenemos todas nuestras esperanzas puestas en Square Enix porque, bueno, ya como lo mencioné, ya se lanzaron algunos trailers de, por ejemplo, la nueva DLC para Kingdom Hearts 3, y que fue como, ¡ah! Maravilloso. Que mi hermana, que es Namichin, ella es fanática desde muchos años, desde muy pequeña, de Kingdom Hearts, y hace poco me invitó a jugarlo y la verdad es que me gustó mucho también, así que yo también me declaro fanática de la saga. Así que quedamos expectantes, esperando ojalá otro tráiler mucho más largo, por favor, que muestren más cosas, que se vea más historia, que se vea más jugabilidad, algo así. Y bueno, también salió el tráiler del remake de el Final Fantasy VII. Así que se veía pero hermoso. Y también esperamos un tráiler un poquito más largo, que ojalá tenga algún trozo como, de cómo se ve el gameplay, más que el tráiler de cinemática. Asimismo, con muchos otros juegos más que tiene Square Enix. Así que estamos expectantes. Eso va a ser a las 8:30 aquí en Chile. A las 7:30 tendría que ser en México. Así que ahí vamos a estar con ustedes. Y ahora, chicos, yo me despido y vuelvo en un ratito más a las 4 de la tarde, hora chilena, y a las 3 de la tarde, hora mexicana. Voy a estar comentando todo lo que va a ser la conferencia de Ubisoft Games, ¿ya? Siento que obviamente va a salir un nuevo Just Dance. Quizás va a salir algún Assassin's Creed, así que puede estar interesante. Así que no se la pierdan. Y bueno, dice Osito Kawaii. A ver, dice... Perdón, voy a leer los comentarios antes de irme, por supuesto. Dice, Chan, eres una chica súper adorable. ¡Ay, muchas gracias! ¿Salió el de Last of Us 2? No, la verdad es que no he visto ningún Last of Us. Además que, bueno, al menos en Microsoft no. Y PlayStation este año no tuvo parte en la E3 y es como, ¿por qué? Yo lo que más esperaba era ver PlayStation, pero lamentablemente se bajó y creo que van a tener algo aparte, pero yo creo que están esperando sacar la PlayStation 5, yo creo, como para tirarse con todo, pero yo creo que eso va a ser más adelante, así que también vamos a estar pendientes de eso. Por acá, en YouTube, a ver, me preguntan. Voy a leer todo. Perdón que tengo dos chats. Tengo aquí Twitch y acá tengo YouTube. Víctor Valdés dice Kratos. Javo Ruiz de Juega dice fue malo. Xbox también me decepcionó un poco. La verdad es que han habido años que ha estado mejor, la verdad. Pero tampoco me decepcionó tanto. Siento que estuvo bastante aburrido el de PC Gaming este año. Más que el de Microsoft, que siento que el de Microsoft hasta el momento es lo que más ha salvado. Carlos El Pan pregunta, ¿cuál sigue la conferencia? Sigue Ubisoft. Ahora viene Ubisoft a las 3 de la tarde hora mexicana y 4 de la tarde hora chilena. Mi hora. Víctor Pérez dice, estoy en la pega, con mi otra identidad, dice. Cost Marvel me pregunta, ¿cómo te llamas en Twitch? En Twitch me llamo Lisette-Chan. Es un poquito complicado, es LISSETTE-Chan, tal como suena, Chan. Si quieren se los escribo acá. ¿En serio? ¿A las 2 de la tarde? Tengo gente mexicana que me dice que cuando yo digo que son las 7 acá, ellos me dicen que son las 6, entonces yo pienso que es una hora de diferencia, pero quizás son distintas partes de México. Bueno, la cosa es que a las 5:30 hora de Los Ángeles es la conferencia de Square Enix. A las 1 hora de Los Ángeles sería la de Ubisoft. Voy aquí a poner mi Twitch. Lizard-Chan. Eso sí. Ghost Marvel dice, acá son las 2. Estamos bien entonces. Acá son las 2 de la tarde, así es. O sea, perdón, acá en Chile son las 3 de la tarde. O sea, es 1 hora de diferencia. Entonces yo ahora voy a volver a las 4 de la tarde chilena y a las 3 de la tarde de ustedes, hora mexicana. Así que en 1 horita más, chicos, nos estamos viendo. Ahora me voy a descansar un ratito y a hacer las cosas de la casa. Soy una dueña de casa que debo ordenar todo. Y más ratito volvemos, así que no se lo pierdan. Voy a estar igual un ratito antes. Voy a estar 15 minutos antes de que den las 4. Voy a estar ya con la transmisión. Así que síganme en Twitch, Lizette-Chan. Lo dejé en el chat de la transmisión en YouTube. Y bueno, para los que me están viendo desde Twitch, solamente tienen que buscar Lizzie Juega. De hecho, voy a poner el intermission. Ahí está. ¿Ahí sí? No, tengo que poner transición. Ahí sí. Ahí sí me ven en intermission, ¿cierto? Quiero saber si me ven así, sí. ¿Me veo más grande? Ahí sí. Ya, ahí están mis redes sociales abajito, chicos, para que me sigan. Aparte de esto, que nos gusta jugar y todo eso, yo soy cantante. Así que pueden pasar a mi canal de covers, donde hago covers de Disney, de anime, de videojuegos y de muchas cosas más. Se llama Lizette-Chan. Así que los espero también ahí. Muchas gracias por haber visto, por haberme acompañado. Y por habernos acompañado. El tío Mod se tuvo que ir un poquito antes, pero gracias por habernos acompañado. Muchas gracias y como les digo, nos vemos en una media hora. Yo creo que en unos 45 minutos más voy a estar con la transmisión de Ubisoft. Así que besitos a todos y nos vemos. Y muchas gracias a la gente que se ha unido a mis redes sociales, a mi canal de YouTube, que igual como que lo estoy partiendo hace poquito y ya son más de 1500 suscriptores, así que muchas gracias. Y mi gente de Twitch, por supuesto, que los adoro demasiado y a la nueva gente que me ha seguido, muchas gracias por eso. Y nos vemos entonces en un ratito más. Adiós. Y voy a cortar porque estoy solita, así que no tengo moderador, así que voy a cortar yo solita. Adiós.
That was one of the questions, like, ask them about the grappling hook. Yeah, it's not just for moving through the city. It could be